What if you could take someone who starts a conversation like this? "So, you're a therapist?" "Yes." "Well, I'm a psychiatrist. I don't believe in therapy. I think it's a scam, and I don't see it as necessary. Even if there were something wrong with my brain, I doubt this would be helpful at all." And by the end of that conversation, they say, "Thank you, man. This was a really good conversation. I appreciate you. I can see that you genuinely care and pay attention." That's exactly what we're covering today. The simple steps to make a rude person take back what they said, show you respect, and regret their initial rudeness. To start, one effective way to handle rude people is by setting a boundary and exiting the situation. Interview adjourned. Love you. And just to be clear, sometimes the best response to rudeness is simply walking away. Set a boundary. One effective way to turn a rude person into a respectful one is by setting a clear boundary. When someone is being rude, calmly but firmly, communicate what behavior you will and will not tolerate. For example, if someone speaks to you disrespectfully, you can say, "I'm happy to have this conversation, but only if we can keep it respectful." This immediately signals that their behavior is unacceptable while giving them a chance to correct it. If they continue being rude, reinforce your boundary by disengaging, whether that means ending the conversation, walking away, or refusing to respond. Many times, people don't expect their rudeness to be met with firm self-respect, and when they see that their behavior won't get them the reaction they want, they are more likely to adjust their approach. Setting a boundary not only demands respect, but also teaches others how to treat you moving forward. Level up your confidence and charisma. By leveling up your confidence and charisma, people often test boundaries to see how much they can push, but when you carry yourself with self-assurance, they are more likely to treat you with respect. Confidence isn't about being aggressive or overpowering. It's about staying calm, composed, and unfazed by negativity. Charisma, on the other hand, helps you disarm rudeness with warmth and control the energy of the interaction. For example, if someone speaks harshly to you, instead of reacting emotionally, maintain steady eye contact, keep your tone relaxed, and even add a touch of humor if appropriate. This combination of confidence and charm makes it hard for them to continue being rude, as they will naturally start mirroring your energy. When you exude respect for yourself, others are more inclined to follow suit. State what you are going to do. By stating what you're going to do rather than reacting emotionally to their behavior. Instead of engaging in an argument or trying to force them to be polite, calmly express your actions in response to their rudeness. For example, if someone is being dismissive or condescending, you can say, "I'm here for a constructive conversation, but if this continues, I'll step away." This approach shifts the focus from their behavior to your response, giving them a clear choice: either adjust their tone or lose the opportunity to engage with you. When people realize their rudeness won't get them attention or control over the situation, they often change their attitude. By maintaining control over your own actions, you command respect without needing to demand it. Don't engage with unwanted behavior. Rudeness often thrives on reaction, whether it's anger, frustration, or defensiveness. By staying calm and not feeding into their negativity, you take away the power of their words. For example, if someone makes a sarcastic or insulting remark, instead of arguing or retaliating, you can respond with silence, a neutral expression, or a simple, "Let me know when you're ready to have a respectful conversation." This approach makes it clear that their behavior won't get the response they're looking for. When people see that their rudeness is ineffective, they often adjust their tone in an effort to re-engage on more respectful terms. Respond slowly by responding slowly. When someone is rude, their words are often fueled by emotion, impatience, or the desire to provoke a reaction. By taking a moment to pause before responding, you signal that their rudeness won't shake you. Instead of reacting immediately with frustration or defensiveness, take a deep breath and respond in a calm, measured tone. For example, if someone snaps at you rather than snapping back, you can pause and say, "I want to understand your concern. Could you clarify what you mean?" This unexpected shift forces them to slow down and rethink their approach. When you remain composed, it subtly encourages them to mirror your tone, leading the conversation toward a more respectful and productive direction. Ask open questions. When someone is being rude, they often expect resistance or a heated reaction. Instead of feeding into that, respond with curiosity. For example, if someone says, "This is pointless," instead of reacting defensively, ask, "What makes you feel that way?" Or, "Can you help me understand your perspective?" This approach shifts the focus from conflict to conversation, encouraging them to explain rather than attack. Open-ended questions show that you are willing to listen, which can make the other person feel heard and in turn more willing to adjust their tone. Often when people are given the chance to express themselves in a respectful exchange, their hostility fades and they naturally become more cooperative. Drop trying to change them by letting go of the need to change them. Instead of trying to correct their behavior or make them see your point of view, focus on how you respond. People often become more defensive when they feel pressured to change. But when you remain calm and unbothered, it removes the conflict they might be looking for. For example, if someone is being dismissive or rude, instead of saying, "You shouldn't talk like that," simply continue the conversation with patience or choose to disengage. When they realize their negativity isn't affecting you, they may naturally shift to a more respectful tone. By leading with self-respect rather than control, you create the best opportunity for them to adjust their behavior on their own. Flipping a rude person into a respectful one isn't about arguing or forcing them to change. It's about how you handle the situation. Whether it's setting a firm boundary, leveling up your confidence, refusing to engage with negativity, or responding with patience, each method puts you in control of the interaction. When you stay composed, ask open-ended questions, and stop trying to change them, you create an environment where respect naturally follows. At the end of the day, people mirror the energy they receive. So by choosing confidence, self-respect, and calmness, you give them no choice but to shift their approach. Try these strategies the next time you encounter rudeness, and watch how quickly the conversation transforms.